There's one thing we all have in common. We've all faced doubt. At some point in your life, someone has looked at you and told you that you couldn't do it, that you weren't good enough, that your dreams were too big, or your goals were too far out of reach. And if you haven't heard it yet, you will. Maybe it's a teacher, a boss, a so-called friend, or even someone in your family. But the worst part, sometimes those doubts start to creep into your own mind. You start to wonder, maybe they're right, maybe I don't have what it takes. Let me tell you something. They are wrong. Every single one of them. The people who doubt you, who tell you that you can't, who try to box you in, they're wrong, and you're about to prove it. Now, why do people doubt us? Why do they look at our dreams and tell us they're impossible? Simple. They project their own insecurities, their own fears, and their own limitations onto us. They can't see beyond their own failures. They assume because they couldn't achieve something, you can't either. But let me be clear. Their limits are not your limits. You see, when people tell you no, it's not a reflection of your abilities. It's a reflection of theirs. They're afraid. Afraid of your potential, afraid of your ambition, afraid of what you could become if you just stopped listening to their negativity. You have a choice right now. You can let their words become chains that hold you down, or you can use their doubt as fuel. Every no you hear, every time someone says you're not enough, turn it into energy. Let it be the thing that pushes you forward when things get tough. Success is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's not about waiting for someone to give you permission or believing that the world owes you something. No, success is built in the moments when no one is watching. It's built when you're tired, when you feel like giving up, when everything seems stacked against you, and yet you push through every single day. And when they say you'll never make it, smile, because you know something they don't. You know that every time they doubt you, you get stronger. Every time they tell you no, you get closer to that yes. But here's the catch. You can't just talk about proving them wrong. You have to show them, because at the end of the day, talk is cheap. You have to grind. You have to put in the work when no one else is. While others are sleeping, you're grinding. While others are relaxing, you're learning. Don't tell them what you're going to do. Show them through your actions. Let your results speak for themselves. When they see you succeed, when they see the impossible become possible, their words will mean nothing. Think about the people who have changed the world. They didn't do it by listening to doubters. They did it by working relentlessly in the face of opposition. They didn't need to argue. They didn't need to justify themselves to anyone. They just put in the work and proved everyone wrong through their achievements. Here's the most important part. It doesn't matter how many people believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. That's where it starts. It's not enough to want it. You have to believe deep down in your soul that you are capable, that no matter how hard the road gets, you will find a way. Self-belief is your foundation. It's what you fall back on when the world seems like it's against you. When everything is crumbling, when things don't go as planned, your belief in yourself is what keeps you moving forward. So right now, ask yourself, do you believe in your potential? Do you believe that you are capable of more than they say you are? Because the moment you do, the moment you make the decision that you will succeed no matter what, everything changes. You stop waiting for things to happen. You make them happen. Let's get one thing straight. You will fail. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But that's not a bad thing. Failure is part of the process. Every failure is a lesson. Every time you fall down, you have the opportunity to get back up stronger, smarter, and more determined. You can't let the fear of failure stop you from taking action. Do you think the people who made history, who built empires, who transformed their lives, didn't face failure? They did. And you will too. But you'll rise. You'll learn from it. You'll use it as a stepping stone on your journey to success. Remember this. Failure is not final. Quitting is. So long as you get back up, you're still in the game. Keep moving forward. And one day, those who doubted you will have no choice but to acknowledge your perseverance. The greatest revenge is not anger, it's not arguments, it's success. It's achieving what they said was impossible. It's rising above every obstacle, every doubt, every challenge, and proving through action that you are capable of more than anyone ever imagined. There will come a day when you look back at all those people who doubted you, all those voices that tried to tear you down, and you'll smile. Not because you need their approval, but because you know that you didn't let them define your journey. You defined it. You made the choice to believe in yourself, to rise above their negativity, and to prove them wrong. So what are you going to do? Are you going to sit back and let them decide your future? Or are you going to take control? This is your time. Your moment to rise, to show the world what you're truly made of. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for permission. Go out there and do the impossible. Chase your dreams with everything you've got, and when the world tells you that you can't, prove them wrong. This is your story. It's time for you to write it. And remember, the best way to silence the doubters is not by talking, but by doing. So go, prove them wrong.